Wu-Tang became a movement, before the grimy kung fu samples, before 9 MCs, one mastermind, and the greatest independent hustle in rap history, RZA had a different name, Prince Rakeem. And in 1991, he released an EP that almost ended his rap career before it even started. But here's the twist, that failure might have been the exact reason Wu-Tang Clan was born. One of the few pre-Wu-Tang projects that was released by any of the artists did poorly and he was dropped. The EP, Oh I Love You Rakeem, was released on July 1st, 1991 through Tommy Boy Records and Warner Brothers Records. He was still going by the name Prince Rakeem before he became the RZA, and production was handled by Prince Rakeem himself and Easy Mo Bee. To understand this EP, you have to understand who he was before Wu-Tang. Robert Diggs, later known worldwide as RZA, was a young, hungry artist trying to escape the streets and build something bigger for himself. But before he was the Abbott, he was Prince Rakeem, a style that sounded more like late 80s, early 90s radio-friendly hip-hop. More polished, more industry-ready. A rapper trying to make it through a label system that didn't understand what he truly was. And that system came with rules, especially for artists signed to major labels. If they wanted a hit, they wanted a hit. Let's time travel back to 1991. Hip-hop is shifting fast. The 80s are dying. New York is fighting to keep its identity. The West Coast is taking over. Labels are hunting for crossover records that can be played anywhere, clubs, radio, MTV. Prince Rakeem gets a deal, and the EP drops on Tommy Boy Records in partnership with Warner Brothers, released on July 1st, 1991. Already you can feel it. It doesn't sound like Wu-Tang, it doesn't look like Wu-Tang, and it doesn't move like Wu-Tang. This EP is short, about 26 minutes long, and it was produced by Prince Rakeem and Easy Mo Bee, which was a big deal at the time. Easy Mo Bee would later be tied to classic East Coast sounds, so the talent is real here. But the intention behind the record is what matters most. It's built like a major label introduction, not an underground war plan, not a revolutionary sound. And this is where Ooh I Love You Rakeem becomes legendary. Not because it was great, but because it was wrong for him. Think about it. RZA is a future architect of the darkest, grimiest New York sound. But here he's placed into a box, make something catchy, make something that moves, make something that sells. The centerpiece of the single and the title alone tells you the goal. To make a female-friendly pop radio record. But the public didn't want this from him, the streets didn't respect it, and hip-hop fans didn't connect with it. The result, the EP performed poorly, and Prince Rakeem was dropped. Now, in rap history, getting dropped is usually the end, but in this case, it was the beginning of something. Imagine the mental weight. You got a deal, you got your shot, then the label turns your identity into something else, and the world responds by ignoring it. That kind of loss does something to an artist. It forces a question. This is the exact moment where Prince Rakeem starts becoming RZA, because now he understands if you chase what labels want, you lose yourself. But if you build what you want, you can change the world. In hip-hop, reinvention is survival. After the EP, Robert Diggs pivots hard. The flashy label image disappears, the pop bounce disappears, and we start seeing a mind forming. A producer who thinks like a director, a general. Doesn't just want to rap anymore, he wants to build a system. So what's the real legacy of Ooh I Love You Rakeem? It's not the sales, it's not the radio play. The legacy is it. Because sometimes the universe uses failure as a weapon. This EP taught RZA what the industry does. It repackages artists, it softens them, it aims them at quick money. But Wu-Tang would be the opposite. Raw, independent-minded, dangerous, uncompromising. Prince Rakeem was the experiment. RZA was the final form. Ooh I Love You Rakeem is the sound of a young genius still searching. And what makes it legendary isn't that it succeeded, it's that it failed and forced him to become one of the most important architects in music history. The EP features 3 songs, titled Oh I Love You Rakeem, 2 versions, the regular song and the instrumental. Song Deadly Venoms is like a bonus song on here. And then Sexcapades has 5 versions: a DMD mix, a Wu-Tang mix, a DMD radio mix, an instrumental, and a Wu-Tang instrumental mix. Tommy Boy released in 2023 on Record Day. It was re-released on vinyl. If you enjoy this kind of content, please subscribe to the channel. This is episode 2 of Wu-Tang History Lessons. The first one was their first release, RZA, Words from the Genius.